Pen pals, have you seen It Ends With Us? There's a lot of controversy going on surrounding it, but that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to talk about story. Let's get into it. Shannan E. Johnson, CEO of The Professional Pen, where we develop screenwriters from idea to pitch. Need help on your screenplay? Go to www.theprofessionalpen.com. Now, It Ends With Us, trigger warning, is about domestic abuse. It's actually a very beautifully told story. And even though there is a lot of controversy and possible lawsuits happening between the two lead actors, one of them was also the director, they have incredible chemistry, which just makes the story burst that much more. It makes it that much more impactful. Now, this story does a lot of flashbacks, and so that's what we're going to talk about today. Flashbacks, because flashbacks need to be motivated, A, and flashbacks also need to inform the present day story. That's big. The only reason we need to be going backwards is because what we're going to learn in the past is going to inform what our present day goals, problems, actions are. In this particular story, the flashbacks are kind of like watching two timelines, okay? We are seeing our main character as an adult and her relationship, and then we're also seeing our main character as a teenager with a different relationship. We begin the story with our main character losing her father, and she doesn't have anything nice to say at her funeral. And so we already see, with learning the normal, her normal life is that she doesn't have a good relationship with her father, or at least she doesn't respect him or something. We don't know what the problem is unless, of course, you have seen all the previews and you can just put two and two together. I didn't know much about the film at all. So for me, one of the things that I'm trying to work out as I watch the movie is what happened between her and her father. But this is a love story. So the inciting incident is actually when she meets the man who she will be in relationship with in the present day story. And in that present day story, she mentions her first time, right? Which happened when she was a teenager. So eventually we start following that story as well until these stories collide, right? And so the trigger warning, which is based on domestic abuse, spousal abuse, physical abuse, is told in such a beautiful way. And the director, who is also one of the lead actors, chooses to shoot and edit in a particular way that actually leaves us in a position of many people who are abused. We are questioning whether it is abuse. It's always easy on the outside to say, you're being abused, you should leave. And we often hear people who are being abused saying, no, it was an accident. No, it didn't happen that way. No, that's not really what happened. And the way that this is shot, we are in the shoes of our protagonist going, yeah, but it was an accident. It didn't happen that way. I mean, I know this is the third time something's happened, but this seems like maybe the first time, because the other two times were accidents. And then at some point in the film, we kind of get to relive those moments in quick flashes, very quick flashes, that show us a slightly different point of view. I mean, this much different. That makes us then go, well, wait, well, was it an accident? Like, was that on purpose? Like, what is that? Right? And so that's what I like most about this. The themes aren't just thrown into your face. You know how I feel about theme. I feel like theme can present itself without anybody getting on a soapbox, without anyone having to say a lot of the stuff out loud. And I think it does a really good job of showing us how complex these situations are. When you have someone in this particular situation, it is the man who is abusing the woman. And he is charming and he has a past, so we get to learn about his trauma that may have turned him into the person that he is now. He has a temper. However, he loves this woman's dirty drawers. He's actually a decent human being, y'all. And when he says he'll never do it again, we kind of believe him. He doesn't come across as narcissistic. He comes across as jealous. When she meets him, she sees like, okay, he can get kind of passionate and get angry. But outside of that, he seems like a decent human being. And yet her life is in danger. And so she has to make a very, very, very hard choice about showing him grace and giving him a second chance, or putting herself in a space where she knows that she will be safe. So have you seen it? What are your thoughts about it? Talk about it in the comments. Happy writing. And that's it. Want more content? Like, subscribe, and for notifications. Get notes on your script that get you unstuck at www.theprofessionalpen.com. I'm out.